Everyone knows about Leonidas, right? The legendary Spartan king who led 300 Spartans to fight against a massive invading army of the Persians at the Battle of Thermopylae in 480 BC. But what if I told you that this famous Leonidas was not the greatest Leonidas in Spartan history? No, that title belongs to Leonidas I, the one who established the dominance of Sparta over all of Greece. And his story is way more interesting than the story of his descendant, Leonidas II, the 300 Spartans guy. So let's talk about the real greatest Leonidas, Leonidas I. Leonidas I was born around 652 BC to a noble Spartan family. His father was King Alexander, but his grandfather was King Leonidas II, who saved Sparta from Helots' uprising, a massive revolt by the enslaved people of Sparta. And because of his great deeds, he was honored with a statue in the most public place in Sparta, the center of the city, right next to the entrance of the most important building in Sparta, the mess hall of the adult male citizens. So when Leonidas was just a kid, he would look up at that statue and dream of becoming greater than his ancestor, Leonidas II. When Leonidas was of age, he became a member of the elite military force of Sparta, the Hippies, and rose through the ranks very quickly. In 621 BC, when the neighboring small state of Aetherius went rogue and attacked a Spartan ally, Leonidas led a company of Spartan men to save the ally. He defeated the Aetherians and brought them back to Sparta as slaves. This made him very popular in Sparta, but soon he had to go to war again. The small states of Arcadia were once again causing trouble for Sparta. So Leonidas and another Spartan king, Leonidas I, led an army to punish them, but they got defeated by a clever trick. The Arcadians pretended to be scared and asked for peace. They offered to become Spartan allies and even offered to give half of their land to Sparta. Cleomenes accepted it, but Leonidas didn't trust them. He kept preparing for war, gathering supplies and making alliances with other states. When the Arcadians attacked the next year, as Cleomenes was celebrating his wedding, Leonidas was ready. He assembled 500 pairs of Spartan lovers, men who had entered into a same-sex partnership and were considered the most fearless warriors of Sparta, and went to war. After defeating the Arcadians and punishing the traitors who switched sides, Leonidas returned to Sparta without losing a single man. From then on, no one dared to oppose Sparta, and the small states of Greece learned to fear Sparta. However, there was one state that didn't fear Sparta yet, Athens. Athens was growing in power and was looking to expand its empire across Greece. Soon, it would clash with Sparta, but that was way into the future. For now, Leonidas enjoyed his fame as a great Spartan king. He was part of a golden age in Sparta, often called the Spartan Renaissance, where art, poetry, and music flourished. Leonidas commissioned many statues of himself as a perfect Spartan warrior. And those statues were placed in every mess hall, in every polis in Laconia and Messenia, the two regions ruled by Sparta. He also led Sparta to victory in the battle against the Argives, where he captured the Argive king's son as a hostage and treated him well. He even invited the boy's mother to Sparta so she could see her son. While other Spartan kings before him would have chained her up and forced her to watch as her son was abused by the victors, Leonidas treated her with respect and understanding. He knew that the mother must be worried sick about her son, so he invited her to his own palace for dinner. He treated her like a guest of honor and made sure that she had everything she needed. Then he allowed her to spend the night in his bedroom with her son. This act of kindness made the woman and her son swear loyalty to Sparta, and they became Spartan sympathizers, which helped Sparta to gain influence in the region. Sadly, not everyone in Sparta supported Leonidas. He had a rival named Archidamus, who was also a king of Sparta, and was jealous of Leonidas's popularity. So he spent the last years of Leonidas's life trying to undermine him. But Leonidas still managed to accomplish great things. He fought against the Cimmerians in the north and the Persians in the east. He even managed to conquer new territories for Sparta and bring more slaves to the Helot state. He basically spent his whole reign traveling around Greece and beyond, waging wars and establishing Sparta as the premier military power in Greece. After him, Sparta never had such a powerful king, which is why Leonidas I is known as the greatest Spartan king ever.